Everyone say hello to the Claire Danes Loves Pudding family. This family has a history of heart disease and hypertension. There's also the fact that they're gonna have to walk like 100 billion miles just to get to the upper floor. This is why I have everyone from all walks of life. From highly athletic people, to obese people, to people wearing Xena outfits. I abducted this guy right out of his shower. Come on, Florida man. You have to teach all these people how to get there. I know they can. I think it's just too far of a pathing for a sim to understand. Florida man has a hot-headed lesson. Now that makes sense. Right now, Florida man is the only one with any potential survival skills. You're almost there, Florida man. You will get to eat soon. Bladder failure. Unbelievable. You got a bath towel on, just friggin' take that off and sop that up. I just noticed this guy's wearing a bath towel and like some Converse. Nap. Yeah, good luck on that, buddy. All right, we have our very first person up to the second floor, and it is indeed Florida man. How you doing there, Florida man? Kill me. On the plus side, Florida man's doing pretty good. He's halfway through the second floor. He's gonna be ravenous in like 14 hours, and I think after that, he just starves to death. So, hopefully he keeps pushing. The one problem with Florida man is that he's pretty overweight, so he's slow as hell. Look at how fast these other people are compared to him. Florida man, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, the toilet's upstairs. You got another floor to go, man. Keep digging deep, buddy. Yeah, see, he knows. He's like, if I don't get to that candy tray, I'm a dead man in 24 hours. Just let it go. Let it go. No one's watching. You're all alone. It seems like whenever they do the I really have to piss walk, they get slowed down terribly because now Florida man's back in the lead big time. Florida man daintily walks up the stairs, but the food bowl is all the way in the middle. You got 20 hours to get there, man. Godspeed. You got 14 hours to get to that food bowl, man. If I didn't put those candy trays there, no one would have survived this. Whatever you do not get stuck in the I have to piss walk. If you get stuck in that walk, you are screwed. Florida needs food now. Poor Florida. We're all malnourished down here. Oh no. Florida man has to use the bathroom. Florida man, you better just piss yourself, dude. You've got 7 hours to get there, brother. 6 hours. There's no way he makes this. Florida man, what are you standing around for? Run, brother. That's it. Now he's gotten his energy back. Look at that sprint. He's in the last 4-hour sprint for food. Florida man has been through a lot in his life. He's wrestled alligators. He's beaten people to death with Natty Light. There's no way in hell he's gonna let starvation claim him. 3 hours left. 2 hours left. No! Florida man, you got so close. It was on the next floor. You know it's a bad day when you're in the bathroom and you're outnumbered by ghosts. I love how Florida man's natural attire is just his bathrobe. It's what he always goes back to. Damn, this dude just took her food. Straight out from under her. Florida man, you savage bastard. He's like, welcome to Florida, bitch. I never really thought about this because I never intentionally tried to look up Florida man's towel. He's not actually wearing a towel. He's wearing a marshmallow. It's just a solid piece of white that his legs pop through. Okay, this is good. Florida man is still alive. He's way upstairs too. So it's totally possible that he may live all the way to the end. He's my favorite guy right now. Florida man, do yourself a favor. Stay in bed. Don't get up. I don't think you can die if you're asleep. No, Florida man, don't. Florida man is like, there's nothing scary about these candles. I'm gonna go ahead and peer at these for hours and hours. I could check to see how hot they are, but that would probably end up getting me killed. I don't feel so good as asleep. And Florida man, I guess I don't know, I think he forgot how to sleep because he's just standing there looking at the bed longingly. That was a close one. Florida man just got a scare, could have died immediately from it. Okay, this is it. Dark and stormy night. Both of them are pretty scared, although Florida man's asleep, so he may end up surviving this. It's a totally normal day at the dinner table over here. A bunch of ghosts. I don't feel so good in Florida man. Florida man having some Fruit Loops. Okay, I don't feel so good. Just got tipped over to terrified. Meanwhile, Florida Man's asleep. This guy sleeps like all the time. Florida Man just got tipped over into terrified as well. I think they're both in the same. Yep. It could be either one at this point. There's going to be another scare coming up here in just a minute. That means that Florida Man has done it. He's survived all the way to the end. Look at him nonchalantly tap away at his cell phone. Florida Man, you did it. As part of the winner's package, you get to live in this hellhole for the rest of your life. Just kidding. Come on, gang. The second death showed up, Florida Man had enough and he finally had a heart attack. The Claire Danes loves pudding family is Florida Man like sniffing her hair? And then we have our exceedingly overweight individuals here. Florida Man himself minus his bandolier of Bud Light and Jamie Thighmaster. My money is always on Florida Man because we all know that he has slain countless pelicans, but quite frankly, he's in such bad shape that I don't think he's going to survive. I like how Florida Man's over here is rage-fueled run. I think what happened was, remember how I said I made every sim married? I think that 2 other sims that weren't him had sex behind his back, so technically they both cheated on him, but it happened like while I was setting up the scene and I didn't pause it. What the hell are you wearing? Oh, Florida Man, it's perfect. It's beautiful. Everyone's running in sequence. Florida Man almost got his giblets taken out on the frickin' front of the treadmill here. Where are you going, Florida Man? You think you can take a shower on my dime? Get the hell back on that freaking treadmill. Are you wearing earrings or are those earbuds? Oh, whatever. Secondly, in the background, this Florida Man is naked taking a bath. It is so appropriate that Florida Man has a frigging palm tree on his half t-shirt. It's like he's got the sun on his watch as well. I couldn't have planned this any better. Florida Man is the people of Walmart embodiment of Florida Man. Florida Man, I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that you smell like burning rectum and there's no reason for this. There's plenty of working bathrooms in this freaking mansion. I would like to mention that I had absolutely nothing to do with the setup. The Sims did this on their own. For some reason, Florida Man is dropping an engine block in the toilet while Bill Cosplay is sitting here staring at him and a rotten hot dog lays at the feet of Florida Man. Why? Why has this occurred? All right, we got a trio back on the treadmills. Now, this may not be too big of a deal because Florida Man is a vegan now in his later lifestyle. Bud Light is technically vegan, so he can still drink that. Hey, we got someone that reached fitness level 2. It's Florida Man. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta walk his happy ass back up to the friggin' treadmill because he tried to get away. No! Why, God? How unfair are you to take such a wonderful young man from our gray Sims? Florida Man, you did me so proud. You even wore the Florida shirt all the way up until your inevitable demise. He's like, my only regret is not being able to bang everyone in the house. The Leg Day family has all sorts of wonderful people, as well as 2 individuals that are back because I couldn't get rid of them. I just didn't want to. That's Florida Man and I Forgot My Pants, who now has some competition apparently from this girl. Nothing like the sun coming up, a brand new day, and 2 dirty women staring at one Florida Man sleeping in bed. How you doing there, Florida Man? You losing some weight from all that walking up and down stairs? Bet you are. Get a good tan down here, since you guys are missing half of your ceiling due to the stairs, huh? Yeah. You know, if you walk down like 30,000 more flights of stairs, you can go take a shower. It was close. Florida Man was like, I could have something to eat, but instead I'm just gonna cry for a while. Florida Man, you don't care about anyone. You know this to be true. Oh, I think Florida Man, maybe he's gonna try and grill. He's looking at it. He's kind of considering it. Oh my God, he's going. You can do this, Florida Man. I believe in you. You've got 4 more hours to get something to eat. It's not that far away. All right, it's pretty far away, but you can get there within 4 hours. All right, we've got 4 people left. Julia Man, I'm Seriously Man, Flavored Bleach, and Florida Man. Florida Man triple wielding wives like a boss. Hey, leave it to Florida Man to actually use the pool. I call it a pool. It's more like a place where you just dump the bodies, but I mean, it doubles as a pool. Florida man, you can do this. That's right, go get you some. Ah, Florida man, I see you've taken up your towel, the thing that you were born in, and you will die in. Anytime Florida man puts his towel on, he's usually not long for this world. Where are you going, Florida man? Do you wanna die down here surrounded by all the food that you people have made and you don't eat? Is that what you're doing? Nope, guess not. Gonna go back upstairs. That's fine too. Flavored bleach is down. Guess the flavor wasn't palatable enough, and that means, for the first time since any of these events started, the winner by default is Florida man. A sudden cold spot in the water quickly envelops Florida. That's so relevant. It wasn't too long before all my Sims started urinating all over themselves again. Why? Because he's Florida man. Yeah, I don't know if you know Florida man. There's no going back inside. Only one creature gets to enjoy the comforts of home. That's spleens. Florida man just got nailed as well. Look at this. One step closer to getting baked. On a side note, everyone's getting really fit. You can see even Florida man is starting to get some tone. That's right, Florida man. Work off all that natty light. Florida man, you wrestle gators with your soul patch. You shouldn't have a problem with this. All right, Florida man, you're allowed inside, but only to feed spleens. Florida man was the one guy in the pool, and he just got struck by lightning. Look at that face of pain. Not cooking go. No! Florida man got it twice in a row. He better buy a friggin' lottery ticket. That's incredible. Just as he got out of the pool, too, the poor bastard. She's gonna leave it there for him. She's like, here's an offering for Florida man. He would have wanted it this way. Death is like, you're the one guy that Gray keeps putting in every single family. You poor bastard. To your left, you will notice Florida man pretending to know how to use the computer. I like how everyone's sleeping except for Florida man. He's just lingering outside looking for like alligators to wrestle. Okay, it blows me away that the very first person to reach any level of parenting is Florida man. He's like, after that, I need to have a freaking frappuccino.
I like how I give my Sims a gigantic mansion with like 5 queen beds and 100 other places that they could sleep. And Florida man has chosen the most cramped, ridiculous place to sleep. It's just like a bench made of stone and hard wood. This guy is like, oh, it reminds me of all the times I was kicked out by my wife.
Someone's going down.
Florida man, no!
Florida man gets to the top 3, but there wasn't enough Bud Light to calm his nerves. With the 2 wives he has to deal with now since everyone else is dead. You can see Florida man in the background sobbing to himself. He's like, how did Gray make this even worse? I couldn't imagine a hell more potent than the last one. Oh, Florida man, you underestimate my ability to ruin lives. Florida man is like, I wonder what Spleens is thinking. Spleens is like, I love cocaine. It's like Spleens needs you. Someone needs to feed the goddamn food bowl. Florida man, Jesus, stop crying at all the dead bodies and get over here and help Spleens. They're all starving to death. He just pieced out. He didn't even take care of all the dead bodies. All the cats are just gonna sit here meowing at this. Which means that our boy Florida man is the winner. But does he truly want to live in this world? Probably not, especially with whatever that sound is that Tonsils is making. Today we're joined by the Man family. Their last name is Man, thanks to our previous champion, Florida man, pulling one out of his ass to be the last man alive in our last house. Florida man, what the hell are you doing? Is this some sort of exercise? I didn't think you were this proactive. I like how Spleens is all rolling up in Florida man's business. Look at her just standing there. She's like, are you smelling him? That's all. I like how Florida man can just urinate right in front of everyone and he's still like, that's how we do. So Florida man coming over to talk to her. It's not gonna turn out too well because they're surrounded by the sultry scent of decaying meat. Australian man just came over while Florida man was sleeping and he just put down another plate of food. So So Florida Man is surrounded at this point by the scent of death. What are you crying about, Florida Man? You're in the top 3. What more do you want? Son of a bitch. Florida Man. He went down quick, too. Florida Man just cooked some hot dogs, and he didn't even eat them. He just put them right over here. While I have managed to fill up the entire house with trash, Florida Man refuses to eat anything. Maybe this is just him decreeing that he will die on his own terms again. Or maybe the game just doesn't know how to deal with this much food laying around. You can see, Florida Man goes to eat, but then he just puts the food down. You see? He picks up food out of nowhere, and then he's like, I'd rather die. What? Florida Man! He died right next to the Pepto-Bismol. He died right next to the ghost of his good friend, Australian Man. How could this happen? He died right in his own refuse. He's literally laying in a puddle of urine and or broken toilet water. He finally starved to death. How's it going there, Florida Man? Are you happy that I've given you a toilet that works for once? Yeah, I'll just bet you are. Bet you're happy to have a sink too where you can wash your hands. I know, what was I thinking? Florida Man's like, clearly Gray has turned over a new leaf. He's prepared to take care of the people that he's tortured for so long. What are all those things growing in the backyard? Did you just headbutt Bab Ross? Jesus Christ, extinguish him! Someone help him! Florida Man, thank God you're around. See, Florida Man has dealt with this many a time. Oh, Colino, you're doing it too. Hey, Florida Man, you like cake, Florida Man? You know, we both know you do. It's your favorite Bud Light flavored cake. Why don't you have a taste? What are you doing, Florida Man? Oh, Jesus. Florida Man is very sad as well. Every single sim is just sad. How are you people lonely? You're surrounded by other sims. I mean, and death. But you're surrounded by other sims. Florida Man, where the hell did you get all this energy from? You're playing basketball with your glasses on. In your belly shirt. Oh, God. All right, here's what I want you to do, Claire Danes. I want you to milk the plant, and then I want you to give the milk over to Florida Man. He was closest with Colino. It's only right that he gets to drink him. Why don't you try it, Florida Man? Why don't you try your present out? Yeah. Little essence of life. Right there. Tastes like Walmart, doesn't it? Oh, that was an essence of sadness. That's fine, because right over here we have an essence of life. He just drank 2 different sims. Boosting flirty. Wow. I guess he got Colino's romantic abilities. All right, they're chatting. Everything's, oh, Jesus Christ. Florida Man. Don't do it, buddy. There's a perfectly good spoiled burger right there. It's vegan. It's vegan safe. You're gonna die, you fool! No, in the name of Florida! Wait. Is it gonna spit him out? It is! Florida Man survives! I could have sworn he'd gotten eaten already. Maybe he didn't. Florida Man is the first one. He's like, oh man, 200 degrees outside and 4,000,000% humidity. It's just like home. Yeah, Florida Man, turn on the TV. Maybe take a look at the weather. Do you know what the forecast is? It's Satan. I can only imagine this conversation is like, hey, Flo Kane, have you seen any mosquitoes? No, that's because they're immediately incinerated by the heat. And Flo Kane is like, yeah, I love it when living creatures turn into small balls of fire. Uncomfortable, sweltering. Who left the heat on? It's like a sauna in here. Yeah, take that up with Colino. Australian Man is talking to Florida Man. He's like, what do you like to do to keep cool? And Florida Man is like, I like to snort ice water. Florida Man? Florida Man. Hold on. Did you seriously just piss yourself? What? You screw up. Luckily, Florida Man is used to this sort of stupidity. He's been on the show for a long, long time. Florida Man went ahead and turned on the fireplace too. Can never have too much heat. Florida Man looking at me, he's like, I never liked that bastard anyway. Poor Florida Man has to sit away from everyone. He's probably over here like, I hope you guys die first. Florida man's over here like, have you died yet? I want that bed. Florida man's like, I gotta pretend to be sad. Florida man's burning to death. How can this be? You're one of the two that I would expect to live all the way to the end. You live in this climate. Florida man, I swear to God, if you embarrass all of Florida, I'm gonna be pissed. Florida man discovered fire. Florida man is burning to death. You don't say. Florida man! No! For the love of God, no! He didn't even get the death music. He just died randomly from the heat. How can this be? All of Florida is now a lie. You were supposed to be one of the last two left. I would appreciate it if you would have won, but that leaves Australian man and Bab Ross. What the hell is this? Florida man, I feel so bad. You died right next to the rotting food that you love so much. Introvert, have a sim do nothing social for 24 hours. Florida man did something social, he died. Florida man is praising spleens. I just saw this randomly. What is he like? I'm so glad that you're annoying the hell out of LSD while she sleeps. Feels good, doesn't it, Florida man? To get on the forums and tell people that they're wrong and jackasses? Yeah, I'll just bet it does. Feeling great. Are you? There, Florida man. If we can get you feeling great about 10 more times, you'll be feeling your heart slowly strangling the rest of your body. Florida man is gaining happiness playing The Sims. He's a sim playing The Sims while I play The Sims. And this is going to kill him. That is incredibly meta. I love how Florida man is over here doing his comedy routine. Everyone's watching, but one person watching is just covered in human filth. After like 6 hours of making Florida man tell jokes, I've had him here watching comedies nonstop. I've had everyone watching comedies nonstop. And it's finally happened. He's gonna die. That's what you get. Florida man, you should have been the first one, brother. Colino is not funnier than you. So I'm gonna let all the Sims enjoy the house. I don't even know how. I just started the game and Florida man has already been on fire. I don't know, it's also possible he was just at Miami Beach or something. Florida man, are you cleaning up? I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. Florida man's like, Gray, I'll be surviving this time because my 15 years of drinking Natty Light has given me a 30% resistance to poison. This is a really interesting conversation that Florida man and Spleens are having. Florida man is like, I love Bud Light, and Spleens is like, I love having strokes. Also, Florida man still hasn't showered. Unfortunately, this closeness that Florida man has always had with Australian man probably means that he's going to get the disease. There goes Florida man. He's like, I don't know, maybe it was just a skunk Bud Light. Nope. This is like the only time where Florida man is not full of confidence. Beforehand, he was like, hey, Gray, what's the challenge today? And I was like, it's the Frozen Canadian Wilderness Challenge. And he's like, oh, shit. I like how the movie is about like a little girl playing with her dog, and LSD is like, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's other people's enjoyment. Meanwhile, Florida man's like, oh, so that's what it's like to have a decent youth. Florida man looks like the top half of him wants to sell a used car and the bottom half wants to be an extra on a Mr. Rogers episode or something. Where the hell's Florida man? It figures his ass would be last. Where are you? Florida man's like, joke's on you, Gray. If I'm the farthest from the pool, then I'll be the last one to die. Okay, everyone is freezing to death now, except somehow for Florida man. He is just totally content to hang out on this chair and be totally fine. Don't get me wrong, he's still cold. He's just not freezing to death. You're not about to urinate yourself right in front of death, are you, Florida man? Yep, sure is. Out of all the places Florida man had to piss, he literally did it right in front of Spleens' food bowl. That means that at this point, there's only one person left. Are you kidding? Hold on, where the hell is Florida man? How the hell did he win this? He's trying to get to the blizzard, but he's still alive. Florida man is starving and covered in piss, but he is the winner. Florida man has battled melanoma before, And as you can see from his smug bastard expression, I really don't know what the hell Florida Man is doing here. He's either dancing or he got bit by a mosquito. Nope, never mind, he's just high on cocaine. Florida Man achieved the cooking skill. What is he using, tonsils? It's like a grill. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been awesome if he was roasting this marshmallow on Tonsils' burning flesh. Actually, Florida Man is also apparently in a spot where the shade doesn't reach. This is really meta because he's burning alive while roasting a marshmallow while there's a burning cat next to him. The problem is he's not dying due to his lack of intelligence, he's dying because it just feels like another day in Florida. No joke, Florida Man was just about to join her and then the clouds came out. Florida Man. I was expecting him to be the first person, he was not. I do appreciate that Florida Man came over by what looks potentially like a picture of a sad palm style tree before he died. He's like, it reminded me of home, just like the flames rising up from my body reminded me of home. Bye. Florida Man is having an excellent time with his head up of methamphetamine's ass. Florida Man legitimately gave up the will to live and started going the other way. So now Bab Ross is the only one doing what they're supposed to do. This is interesting. Australian Man is just flat out faster than Florida Man. This dude is like part fish or something. How the hell are you so slow, Florida Man? You live right next to the water. This is the problem with people in Florida. Realistically, even though we live right next to all the beaches, we spend all of our time drinking Bud Light. Florida Man's probably like, is this pool salt water? It's very salty. Okay, Florida Man is digging deep. A lot of people do the breaststroke, but Florida Man is like, just really excited to finally get some Bud Light out of the fridge. I just realized Florida Man is swimming at like 7 miles an hour. Like, this is beyond Olympic swimming. You can see Florida Man is now passing up LSD. This is incredible. Well, I say passing. He's basically beating her to death with his giant flub-like hands. Florida Man just gave it up. He straight up did. He has to use the bathroom, but he won't pee in the pool. So instead, he's gonna go over here and use this. So he's giving up valuable time. God damn it, Florida Man. Everyone's gonna laugh at you. He's like, joke's on you, Gray. Everyone already laughs at me. So Florida Man came all the way back to this bush. But it sucks because he just stepped in someone else's shit. Florida Man's probably going to die soon because he needs to make food, but he can't because he went back to the tree to take a crap. And when that happened, he basically damned himself. Florida Man has been stuck inside of this sad little room with spleens since I started. What's going on, Florida Man? You can go upstairs? Use that computer? Yeah. I know it's gonna take you an hour and a half for your AI to kick in, but you never know. Florida Man is walking in circles. He was originally going to go over to the computer, but I think he gave that up. I don't know, I'm just gonna fast forward things along. I mean, he made it to the next floor. He's just he can't figure out what to do next. I like how Florida Man has given up trying to do anything. He's just come outside the house. He's not even like trying to go up the stairs or trying to go to the bed or anything. That's right, Florida Man, go. Get to the goddamn roof. Because if you die, who will spleens feel superior to? You did it, Florida Man. You made it to the 3rd floor. What do you mean you can't get there? Get your ass upstairs. Oh. Well, that just happened. Florida Man was feeling empowered by the many palm trees until he saw the tiny ass house that has been prepared for him. All right, excellent. It's not even the first day done yet, and someone's hand is already going up Florida Man's towel. Florida Man's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Florida Man can't use the bathroom because there's like 7 people stacked inside of here, and he can't get rid of them all. I like that not only is Florida Man still alive, but he is not crying. He's like, Gray, I have seen death. And if there's one thing I learned, it's that death is a great time to take a shower. No! Florida Man, Starvation! The Bud Light, it couldn't sustain him! Gray's favorite minigame. How many times does he have to make Florida Man use the weather control device before he gets it right?
Mamma mia!
Jesus Christ, you're from Florida. There's only one setting on this thing, sunny and hot. Put it on it. You've done it, Florida Man. You deserve a medal, but I don't have one. My Sims are over here like, does Gray have a degree in engineering? Florida Man's like, no, I'm pretty sure he failed basic algebra. Leave it to Florida Man to end up sleeping in front of LSD with his face resting against the cool, smooth surface of the dance floor. He's like, it's so peaceful here. Plus, if you look closely, you can see straight through the earth. Florida Man's already trying to run away. He's like, normally I only run for beer, but today I'll make an exception. Maybe, there we go. See, Florida Man is so used to this. He's like, it's not a party until the natty light's all gone and someone's on fire. What the hell? Florida Man just drowned in the pool. He was so exhausted that rather than sleep on the malfunctioning bed, he was like, I'm going out my way. Florida, take me home. I appreciate that Australian man is like, I will honor Florida Man's memory by paddling my feet right above his dead body. I feel like this is one of those moments where I would be like, Florida Man, 2 people are already dead after having been set on fire. How do you feel about this? And he'd be like, I could have done it in 5 seconds. Rookie numbers. This is how Florida Man and Australian Man sleep together. It's glorious. God, it's like the symbol for Pisces, except much drunker. All right, everyone, don't worry. The competition will continue in just a second here. Florida Man has to take care of the spreading fire. Congratulations, Florida Man. You did it. I saw you were getting a little tired, so hopefully this woke your ass back up. Florida Man is over here making my job easy. That's right, Florida Man. All you have to do is swim for 3 feet in order to get anywhere in the whole house. He's like, I'm from Florida. This is child's play. I like that he went through all that trouble to go through all those pools just to fall asleep in the hot tub. See, he's from Florida, so he knows. So he's like, if I'm gonna die, I'm at least going to feel comfortable. And Florida Man's like, I'm almost sure we're out of beer in the fridge. Oh, where you going, Florida Man? You gonna eat that stuff that you hid behind the freaking shrub? Oh, I actually think he is. Would you leave it there for later so that no one would find it? Florida Man's over here having a plate of grilled fruit. Do you know what it tastes like? Fresh roasted depression. Oh yeah. I like how Florida Man is just swimming in this sad little corner over here in the dining area. He's like, much like a dog, I like to go into my little corner in order to die alone. It's a sad day when Florida Man is the smartest sim here because he's in the pool technically, so he's facilitating the challenge. But he's on a floaty, so that means he's probably not going to drown to death. Florida Man is exhausted all the time. He spends 20 hours a day inside of this hot tub. He's like a cat. He sleeps 20 hours a day, but it's only inside of this hot tub. I think he's figured out if he never leaves it, he probably won't drown. That means that Florida Man, who just urinated all over himself, is the winner. Florida Man's like, it's been so long since I've won anything, I'm gonna go drown my sorrows and myself inside of this pool. For the love of God, Florida Man is having an intelligent conversation with a woman. Someone capture this. You know who managed to make a grilled cheese sandwich without killing himself? It's Florida Man. So we have a fantastic painting over here of Florida Man's ass, apparently. I don't know when that happened. Young Florida Man is over here capturing a fantastic painting of his older brother sobbing uncontrollably in front of the urn of Tim Horton. Florida Man, for Christ's sakes, don't do it. Okay, at this point, it looks like everyone's doing pretty well. Florida Man is still floating in the pool, which is giving me friggin' anxiety. Oh, Christ, no. How the hell does a Florida Man drown in an 8-foot pool? He's like, my entire diet has been Bud Light nachos. What do you want? Florida Man just got the dance skill? How? Where the hell is he? The dance floor is way the hell over here. He's like chilling out in the courtyard. Oh, never mind. A bunch of people are dancing in the courtyard. What is going on? Oh no, look at these moves. Australian Man and Florida Man are having a fantastic conversation over here. Australian Man's like, I've got an idea. While Gray is preoccupied with all the fresh meat, let's get the hell out of here. And Florida Man is like, but there's so many bars. All right, Florida Man is the very first person that has to use the bathroom, but will he be able to do it? Okay, he's got 25 minutes before he really has to pee. All he has to do is get all the way upstairs. You can't use these, Florida Man. He was like, damn it. Just go upstairs. I love Florida Man's priorities. He's like, use the bathroom or play the piano. I guess I'll play the piano. Well, Florida Man's going to have bladder failure in about 33 minutes. 3. And Happy New Year. Florida Man just pissed himself right in front of the grill. If you're the first one to die here, you're never gonna live this down. He is absolutely the first person to urinate all over himself. Everyone else figured out how to use the one single bathroom except for him. Actually, maybe it was on purpose. He's probably like, I know how to get out of here ASAP. And our first death is here. And it is Florida Man, and he will die in the pinkest of kitchens. Florida Man's already over here on Tinder. He's like, well, I give the cleavage an A+. Never mind. Florida Man, how would I not have known that it would be you to try and set yourself on fire cooking a grilled cheese? He's over here, he's like, I've had enough of this shit. Gray, I know how these things work, I'm out of here. What you doing there, Florida Man? You looking at the dinner that tried to kill you earlier today? Yeah, you're gonna eat it real slow, aren't you?
Oh, Shushka.
He's like, God damn it, it tastes like attempted murder. Florida Man has turned in for the night. It's been a tough day considering he was almost the first person to die. This is legitimately a fantastic example of isolation because Florida Man is over here, he's sound asleep at 1:55 in the afternoon. That's right, Florida Man's not gonna starve, he's having a freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I say that, it's probably a peanut butter and Bud Light sandwich. He is like staring at it so intently. He's like, if I don't eat this sandwich, I can finally die. All right, with Bab burning alive, that means that Florida Man is the only one that's left of the original 6. Hopefully this fire doesn't spread all the way to him. Florida Man's just on his computer over here. Or is he? He's gone so crazy, he's just looking at a black screen at this point. He's like, yeah, this screen is empty, just like my future. And Florida Man is in fact one of them. He's still just staring at the black screen. He's very sad. He's sad because he's not dead yet. This is it. There's 2 Sims left. Florida Man and Beckett Garrison. Florida Man's reading all the comments over here. They're all like, Florida Man's gonna die. Rip Florida Man. F in chat for Florida Man. He's like, no. And that means that Florida Man is in fact the winner. And from this face, you can tell he's so proud. I cannot believe he ended up surviving this, especially since he was one of the very first ones that got sat on the lot. As Florida Man fondles 2 people at once, hence breaking his previous record, it is time to attempt a new psychological test. No, even Florida Man is over here. He's like, I've been preparing for this. It'll take me longer to starve to death because I've got plenty of fat it has to burn through. Okay, most of my life is still complete. Florida Man is still alive. He's breathing kind of heavy, but he's still alive. No, the starvation is finally kicking in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm partly curious if Florida Man's diet of felonies and Bud Light will keep him mostly immune from the effects. Gola, no. Don't you dare sit next to Florida Man, you son of a bitch. Florida Man has been around Colano a lot, and he actually has not contracted the disease yet. All the Bud Light in his bloodstream must be making him immune. Florida Man's still alive, and he's cooking. He reached level 2 in cooking. Florida Man did end up getting the disease. And Florida Man just sneezed all over Australian Man. Hopefully Australian Man's immune system is strong. Florida Man, you lasted for a good long time, but even the Bud Light couldn't save you in the end. How you doing, everyone? Yeah, playing in the mud I see there, Florida Man. So happy. Going straight for the fun room. Except for Florida Man, I should say. He's going down to the embarrassment room. Don't ask what is happening. Just enjoy. As Florida and Australian Man have a little dance party on the lowest floor of hell together. Florida Man is dying from cardiac explosion. God, no! Florida Man died the way we all would have wanted. Looking at himself in the mirror and saying that he could have done anything else with his life. And thus we will answer the age-old question that every Florida man wants to know. Can a red-headed guy in a bath towel beat a 75-year-old man? And true to their Florida and Australian roots, both Florida Man and Australian Man went right to the top of the roof for the pool and the hot tub. Florida Man discovered the fire. Where is it? I like how there's a ton of beds and sofas and everything everywhere, but the only person who's figured out how to use it is Florida Man. He's like, I've slept on the street for so long that when there's a bed, no matter how small, I will force myself upon it. All right, the bad news is a ton of people are dead. The good news is Florida Man is still alive. Florida Man, You put that cutting board down. All right, Florida man, eat your cereal. Don't cause anything catastrophic to happen, and you guys got this in the bag. Now, everyone knows that while human beings are mostly water, Florida men are mostly alcohol. So my money is on Florida man to win this. I'm not gonna lie, the focused poise of a focused Florida man is hilarious. Mostly because he's over here and he's like, is that stripper stage made out of rosewood? I told you, look at this. The very first person that decided to make a drink is Florida man, pouring himself a nice Bud Light. Florida man is already buzzed. Florida man is still over here drinking. He is now officially drunk. The only one who thinks this is any good is Florida man because he's hammered. Florida man has now upgraded to need a drink now. If Florida doesn't get a drink as soon as possible, they feel like they might die. I love how he's the one that had the most recent drink and his alcoholism is progressing way faster than everyone else's. Florida man is like, you know what this cereal is missing? Vodka. It's 3 a.m. in the morning and no one has left the bar area. Like everyone is only here at the bar area. Where the hell is Florida man at? He's sleeping. Florida man, buddy, what are you doing? He's like, today I'm gonna fight against it. Today I'm gonna wear my belly shirt and not drink alcohol. But don't let him lie to you. He really wants to drink. Florida man, finally making yourself a drink, I see. I thought you were gonna quit. But quite honestly, you're looking like hell. Florida man's over here just waiting his turn to finally go to sleep. Okay, at this point, we're down to about 25 Sims. A few of our originals are still here. Florida man, Whitley, LSD, Bab Ross. The rest are dead, sadly. Florida man's wiping his feet off in the urine puddles. Florida man is getting ready to starve in about 16 hours. He's also starting to get super pissed because he hasn't had a drink. No! What happened? Florida man set something on fire. Jesus Christ! He's burning alive! Someone help him! No, now 2 people are burning alive. Oh God! How did it come to this, Florida man? How could you do this to yourself? You can even see there's like a male version of LSD inside of this grouping. The only problem is Florida man is wearing his hair right now. Also, for some reason, she has much better chemistry with Colino than she does with Florida man. Okay, now this is exciting. Florida man is sneaking in over here. All right, he's working on Ellis. Ellis is not impressed. You may say to yourself, but Florida man never wears a shirt. It's not that he takes his shirt off. It's that there's no shirt that can deal with him. Since everyone loves both Florida man and Australian man, they will also be making an appearance in this particular challenge. Florida man, Australian man, Kyle, go my children, and show me which of you are the most potent. Look at this. Florida man is already getting intimate with one of the other Sims. She could also be a cannibal trying to eat his face. I'm not really, oh my God, what the hell is that face in the background? Florida man has decided to watch a nice Western while Whitley Arriaga makes him a nice cup of coffee. Whitley over here is like, how do you take your coffee? And Florida man is like, hopefully without divorce. Man, Florida man is legitimately all over. He is hitting it off really well. This is kind of unusual, because before he wasn't really that good at the whole romance thing in the previous episode. Florida man reached parenting level 1. How? With what? Where'd he get this parenting level from? The only thing he knows how to do is how to keep beer cold. Florida man's like, well, beer and children have a lot in common. They cost a lot of money and they fill you with regret. I love how Florida man looks horrified and Kyle just looks displeased. He's like, please tell me that girl still works. Oh no! This is possibly the greatest pairing in the history of Sims. Mrs. T is woohooing Florida man. It's fantastic. Hopefully it's not mediocre. This girl came in and slapped him mid-woohoo. It still counted though. This is also an unsatisfactory woohoo. Meanwhile, Florida man is having people line up to slap the out of him. Florida man has an awful reputation. You don't say. Hey, something's going on. Inside of the hot tub, who will pop out? I'm kind of curious to know. It's Florida man again! Who the hell is he with this time? I love how he goes in here. This is Erica. He does his thing. He gets the hell out and he's like, and that's up by 2. I don't know how to say this, but Florida man just died. So he's out for the remainder of this round, but he is still up by 1. I love that Florida man and Claire Danes Loves Pudding are both complaining back to back. A moment of epic magic is happening between Florida man and someone with the exact same hair color. Hopefully they share no relations. Who is this woman? that has found love with one of the most felonious men of all time. This girl's name is Harley Harwood. So these guys had a fine woohoo session, but I love the fact that this girl has a trait called feeling the urge from being an alcoholic. It makes perfect sense that her and Florida Man get along so well. Florida Man is having a nice snooze on the pavement over here after his morning breakfast of Bud Light. He's also dying. Florida Man will be the very first one to feel the wrath. Florida Man is addicted to alcohol. You don't say. Florida Man's over here. He's searching like how not to get raided by the DEA. Florida Man is going for a swim in the... Never mind. He's going straight for the... I love that he acquired the fitness skill. He's like, did you see the size of that bag? Also, I do have to mention, Florida Man now needs purple drank. Oh my God. Is it just me? Or has Florida Man lost a ton of weight? My God, what is happening to these Sims? No, Florida Man just drowned, son of a bitch. Florida Man is like, pension time, baby. Australian Man is like, I really don't have anything good to say about this. Oh Christ, I just saw Florida Man obtain the cooking skill, God no. What the hell are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to burn the goddamn house down. What does it look like? Don't you dare. What, are you salting the fire? He's not cooking anything. Well... it was only a matter of time. Florida Man's over here painting a picture. He's like, this is fine. I'm able to capture the look of disappointment on everyone's face. Florida Man, you're supposed to be painting pictures of people woohooing, not pictures of spleens and tonsils. And like a rogue sperm. And the fact that it's happening right in front of Florida Man made him angry. And Florida Man's over here painting, and he's like, this is how it makes me feel. My God, it took forever. But finally, Florida Man is getting it on. Wait a second, are they both like fully clothed inside of the hot tub? What the hell is this? Oh, never mind, they just woohooed so hard that their clothes changed. On the plus side, Florida Man is still alive. Actually, all of the original Sims are still alive. Florida Man has learned how to stay alive during all this. The answer has been abstinence. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this a woohoo session preparing between Florida Man and LSD? It sure is. Someone get on the goddamn boom camera. Florida Man. You did this. You killed LSD. How could you? He's like, I still remember when that hoe cheated on me. Vengeance is mine. Florida Man. Christ. You only managed to hit it like 1 or 2 times.